So,
Okay, so I had problem B6, and it says P is a point interior to rectangle ABCD such that PA is 3 inches, PD is 7 inches, and PC is 9 inches. Find the length of PB. So the black is the initial drawing of the rectangle and the inferior point and the measurements of each of the sides. And if we're looking for PB, there's no real way to find it with the triangles given by the diagonals. So I added two perpendicular lines at point P to create right triangles. And the right triangles would be right here where the A to P is 3, where D to P is 7, and where P to C is 9. So I also, based off of the corner, or like where they're across from, I wrote the sides down here to know how to use the Pythagorean theorem for it, because that's the only way you'll be able to find x. So the first thing I did was take this triangle here, where it is a squared plus c squared is equal to 3 squared, and then this triangle here, where it is 7 squared is equal to b squared plus c squared. That will help you solve for c squared. Then I took this triangle here and made it 9 squared is equal to b squared plus d squared. And then to be able to solve for PB, I let PB equal x, and I made x squared, since the hypotenuse, equal to a squared plus d squared. So the next step you have to do is each of your groups of equations have a repeating variable, so c squared and d squared, and you solve for c squared in the first group and d squared in the second group, so that you can then substitute here. So what you do is you set c squared and d squared equal to each other, and you get your constants on one side and your variables on the other. So for both of these, you're going to get b squared minus a squared by themselves, because you'll be able to then set these equal to each other. Now x will be, since it will have a value, is considered a constant, in this case not a variable. So you get b squared minus a squared equals 7 squared minus 3 squared for your c squared system of equations, and then you get 9 squared minus x squared equals b squared minus a squared for your d squared system of equations. Then your third step is to then set 9 squared minus x squared equal to 7 squared minus 3 squared right here. Then you square everything out and do algebra. So you get 81 minus x squared is equal to 40. You subtract 81, which will give you negative 41, and then you divide by a negative to get positive x squared. So then you have x squared is equal to 41, and x is equal to the square root of 41, which equals PB.